What's going on, guys? It's actually been a couple days since I've been out in the garage. It's got a brand new camera, so I'm using the GoPro 8, so we'll see how that works out. Motor looks the same. The only real new thing that's happened, header showed up for this fine hot rod, and I got this Holley oil pan that everyone kind of swears by for a Tri-5. So yeah, I got that. The motor mounts are still hanging. I was actually going to trace them out just so I have a copy of them if I ever want to try and cut some out for myself. But yeah, but more importantly, Saturday afternoon we actually just had a bunch of freezing rain, which is a real pain in the ass. But it's our last nice day weather-wise, like temperature-wise. So I got the Nova fired up and try and put it in storage. So I don't know, wipe all the snow off. Hopefully I'll make it, but like I said, I don't know if it'll show up. Freezing rain and drag slicks generally don't go well together. So I'll wipe it all off, let it get nice and warm, cruise on down there, and hopefully I'll pick it up and you know, show you what the Cobra looks like. I think it should be in that sea can. I haven't seen it in a while. So wish me luck on the roads. Alright, on my way, wearing my extra Canadian hat because it's cold out. And the roads are slick. Just barely cruising, but just pure ice out there. So anyways, gonna meet my old man because he's giving me a ride back, so it'll be a couple minutes, gonna meet up with him, and then storage unit's actually just not too far away. So hoping for the best. Well, car's running good. It's actually not too bad at all. The roads, the main roads aren't bad. The side streets are a little crazy, but the real issue is, I don't know if it's gonna show up, the windshield's just dirty as hell. I don't have squirters in this thing, and it's so mucky out. It's working against me. But I'm almost there, and short road ahead. Well, made it to the unit. Here's Cobra. Probably should drive this thing a little more. Spark plugs from the Nova didn't start before, and transmission oil from where I leaked all over this thing. So hopefully it'll drive up nicely first time. All right, we made it. Car's in. I forgot the key, so I had to get the guy to cut the lock off, buy a brand new one. I'll leave this for just a few months at this point. All right. Well, it's the next day. I don't think I did any sort of outro or anything yesterday after I got the car away. I was frustrated, I was cold, I lost the keys, had to cut the lock off. Bunch of screwing around there. So the plan today, I want to put these mounts on, the oil pan headers, just kind of test fit everything on the motor. You know, get the bottom half done. I might zip these valve covers off, go by a shop real quick, get them cleaned up. Not too sure what I'm going to do. I got some cleaning up to do. It's Sunday, so I think we're going to do a live stream, so I got to get a little that stuff going on. A lot of you guys ask how I heat the garage. I basically just have this. It's like a glorified construction heater. Works out great. And for the cold days like today, because I'm so soft, I have this little propane job, which I crank on, but it's loud and makes you sleepy if you leave it on too long. So that's the plan for today. Pretty simple stuff, probably not going to get a whole lot accomplished. And while I'm at it, Mr. Heavy Chevy, I owe him a shout out. He's given me a couple on the channel. He spells his name funny, so I wrote it out. H-E-V-Y-S-H-E-V-Y. So check him out. He's a good dude. I'll start ripping this motor apart and we'll be right back. So, I just ran by the shop real quick, cleaned out the valve covers. They look minty now. They're actually good on the inside. I couldn't complain too bad. And then I put on these Dirty Dingo mounts. So they're pretty simple. I think I put them on right. They're just on there loose because I'm going to have to swap on the proper, or whatever, the standard GM motor mounts once I pull that motor out because they're brand new on that thing. So I'll put that on, tighten them up, and then I can slide around and do whatever I got to do. So that's that. Next step, I unpacked this oil pan. So the big thing you guys all noted was, I guess these things have an O-ring that goes to the pickup, which screws up. Well, this one's coming with a new pickup, and in the bag is brand new O-ring, so that's good. I appreciate that. Then I should be able to put that together. So I'm going to roll this thing around, zip the oil pan off, put the new one on, and then slip it back down around. And I think I might just hang the headers because it'll look cool, right? So that's my plan right now. Well, pretty simple. It just comes with a new pickup. So I took the old one out, put it in. Didn't have to mess around too much in there. The pan itself has a little baffle. You just gotta put that together, put a drain plug in, put a block off plate on. That's the old pickup. So I got a new O-ring, so I put that on there. The old pan came off. It didn't look too bad in there, a little bit of junk, but I've seen worse. The only thing in the whole kit and caboodle pissed me off, it didn't come with a oil pan gasket. It recommends a new one, but I don't know, the internet says you can just kind of clean these up, so that's all I did. I cleaned it up. I drilled a couple of rivets, because I guess it's riveted to the other pan. It says put a little bit of silicone on the corners, and put it back together. So that's what I'm doing. So I mean, it should look fine. I'm hopeful. Alright, I got a little ahead of myself. There it is. All together, I just put the headers on with a couple of bolts just so I could see what it looks like. The old pan went on nice. I cleaned up all the bolts on the grinder on the wire wheel. I don't know. I guess it is what it is. So I think it looks pretty cool. This truck intake sure looks gross now, but yeah, I can change that down the road anytime. So we'll get this little wipe down, stuff like that, but I think I'm done with that for now. Got to clean up in here, because we're going to try and do a live stream right away. So if you've already seen the live stream, thanks for watching, and you've already probably see this motor, but otherwise this video will be out in a couple of days after that, and yeah, we'll keep going. But I'm sure after the live stream we'll be back working at it and doing something. Alright, well, we just finished up with that live stream. So I was just messing around with the motor. I kind of chased all the threads, made that all happy, put the coil packs back on. The headers are just loose. I'm not doing too much for them. I just wanted to see what it looked like because it looks cool, right? So the next plan now, I gotta, I guess, clean up a little bit. I gotta get the engine crane out of the corner. I got the car tucked over, which is kind of nice to have a little more room to work, but I'm thinking I have to back it out or at least slide over on the jack a little bit. So I'm going to try and pull the motor and trans out. I don't know if I'll do that tonight or not. I might as well start. It'll be quick and easy. But tomorrow I get the little spacer so that I can butt up the torque converter to the flywheel. It's news to me, but I guess you need that. So I'm going to pull the motor and trans out as a unit, and then bolt that transmission to this motor, because I've never done it before, so I don't want to do it in the car for the first time. I want to make sure I can see as much as I possibly can. So, you guys have seen that before, but motor's coming out of this thing. That'll be fun, right? I don't know if I'll be able to take the hood off on my own or not. Maybe I'll get Danny to help me. But, you know, draining coolant, lift it up, undo the exhaust, saws all the exhaust off because I hate it. Yeah. Fun stuff. Well, I managed to get a bunch of stuff kind of half-ass cleaned up, dragged the car over with the floor jack. Just starting to take some pieces apart, so the hood was off, wrestled that off by myself. Drained the coolant. I don't know how motivated I'm going to feel tonight. I might be able to accomplish a fair bit, so it's 5 o'clock. Maybe I'll try and pull this motor and trans out tonight and edit this video later on so I can get something out tomorrow. We'll see. Wish me luck. Alright, half hour later. Headers are undone off the motor. Everything is kind of underneath is all taken care of. Coolant lines are out. All the electricals disconnected from everything. Throttle linkage is all undone. I mean, it still looks the way it did, but everything's basically ready to come out. So now, up on stands. It's supper time, so I might take a quick break. Once it's up on stands, it should just be motor mounts. Trans mount. I gotta unhook speedo cable. Pull a drive shaft, and it's out. Hopefully. I'm gonna make this happen. Wish me luck. Alright, supper's done. Back out here, so the headers are right out. I pulled the distributor because I'm gonna crank the motor back and I don't want it smashing against the firewall, so I'll use it again down the road. Drive shaft's out, transmission's all disconnected, linkage wise and stuff. I'll crawl under there, maybe show you in a bit. The only thing I still have, it's just sitting on the cross member. So I'll put a floor jack under there and pull that out. Then I just have the 2 motor mount bolts. And I think everything's disconnected. I mean, it's just kind of loose and stuff. but should just plop right out. So once I get that cross member out, I don't know if I'm going to try and pull it here with the I got it trained out if I can get it at an angle and lift it and push the car back, or if I should put it down, but I'll think about it while I'm on my back. Well, by the trail of ATF, you can tell where I'm at. So it's down on the ground, motor's all unhooked, just kind of floating in space. So, see if I can pop the door open, slide this thing back. I think my truck and stuff's there, but if I can just kind of lift it up, scoot the car back, I'm going to plop the motor in this general area and call it a day. But wish me luck. Alright, well there you have it. Motor and transmission's out. Car's crammed in. LS motor. Whew! There's some stuff. But, hey. Made more progress than I thought. Got it all out, so now I don't know if I should run some brake lines or what I should do there, but I kind of want to set this motor, I'm not going to lie. Get that hooked up to the transmission. Plunk her in, should be nice and easy. But that's it for me today for this video. Thanks for watching. Tell your friends. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Leave a comment. I answer every single one. Appreciate all the advice and all that stuff. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you want to see next. All those good things. And yeah, hopefully in a couple of days this 57 Chevy will have a LS motor in it. That's it for me tonight. See you guys in the next one.